Well, good morning. I'm back. Jim Sunderwirth from my swing here. I'm so glad to be with you today, and we are discussing something that's very, very important. Probably more than you really realize. We're talking about how when Moses came back to get the children out of Egypt, he went before Pharaoh and he said, "Let my people be freed. Let them go. We want to serve our God." Well, we've talked about 6 of the different plagues, and each plague, remember, as we talked yesterday about that plague, we're going into the locust now, because of the fact that he wanted to know they served different gods, like they served the god of the fields and the god of the sky and the gods of the frogs and all these gods. Well, God's telling them, as we talked about yesterday and today, that no, there's only one God that's going to still be around when all this is over. So he didn't let him go, as we were talking yesterday, but today Moses comes before him again, and he says, he went to Pharaoh and he said, "Listen," he says, "how long are you going to refuse? How long are you going to refuse letting my people go, letting these people go?" Sometimes I ask that same question as I deal with people. How long are they just going to be, "Nah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing"? And they want change, but they don't want to change. You know what I mean? People want change, but they don't want to change. So he said, "Okay, how long will you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, or else I will allow locusts to come in, and they shall cover the face of the earth, that no one will be able to see the earth. They shall eat the residue, what is left." Remember, they just had the hail come, that awful thing called hail, and that hail came and broke down all the vegetation, broke down trees, broke down if there's any chariots outside, they had hail damage, I guarantee. and the houses and everything. The hail was so horrendous. Never in the history of Egypt had they had a storm like this hailstorm. Well, they got over it, and then once it was gone, they forgot. They said, "Nah, we're not going to let you go." Well, he said, "Now I'm going to tell you one more thing. The Anubis was the god of the fields. Anubis was the god, and they worshiped this god called Anubis." And he said, when these locusts come in, there's nothing going to be left of your fields. It'll be black. There'll be nothing left. And sure enough, it was absolutely black. And what I like about this, they said I don't like this, that they'll fill your houses and your servants and the houses of the Egyptians. And it just went on how horrible it's going to be. And then so he refused. And then the Bible says that there arose a great wind. Now, the reason there arose a great wind is because locusts can't fly. They have wings, but they can't fly. Locusts have to be brought in on the winds. And when a locust gets up in the winds, and they all jump together, and thousands and millions of these locusts, they have sharp teeth. And I'm telling you what, when they come in, they can devour a place in seconds, and they just come in as a mass. And they did this. They came in as a mass to Egypt, and they covered the land to where you couldn't even see the earth, and they devoured the land as they were brought in by the wind. And it's an amazing thing to think that all of them can jump together. They're coordinated. I wish I could teach on this, but I could go a sidebar here on the locusts. But they were brought in. The Lord brought them in on the winds, and they devoured the land. And the God of the fields and vegetation, well, he set in his place. In fact, he realized, and they realized, that there was no God at all. And so many times, so many things that we put as important, so many things that we think that in times of frustration that they'll come to our aid. If it's all of our talent, or all of our power, or all of our prestige, or all of our money, or that's going to help us. But it can be devoured quickly. Health can go away, position can go away, prestige can go away. Guarantee you, money can go away so quickly. And these gods that we have sometimes in our lives, that we put so much importance on and feel like that we can rely on, can be taken away by just a little wind, of resistance and the wind of the locusts that could come in and eat it up and devour it quickly. Well, I was going to get into another one. Tomorrow we'll go into one of the last ones, which is the darkness and then death. But so you stay with me. Tomorrow we're going to get over these things, the negative, and get into the positive. Okay. So stick with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. God bless you.